insert a 5 chord. So if you have those extra chords, this is the chord I'm on. This is the chord I'm just going to still be on. These are both F sharp dominant chords. This chord is the 5 of both those chords. So we've just essentially, say we did it in F, we've just gone. It's that basic in concept.
Okay.
You understand it, yeah?
Yeah.
Great. So you be able to, at least intellectually deal with it, and hopefully physically, our picture won't appear on your dartboard, you know? A minor 7 flat 5 or just A minor?
A minor 7 flat 5.
Oh, okay, uh-huh.
As a substitution. Or, let's see, let me put this correctly. You kind of said that it didn't have to be there. If the fake book says it's A minor 7 flat 5, it doesn't have to be an A minor 7.
That's correct.
Well, that's, let's see. My understanding of that is it puts it in a different scale, right? If you're playing soloing.
All chords have their own scales.
Right.
Sometimes more than one, of course, for any chord. Some chords take 4 or 5 different optional scales.
But it's not a... You can substitute it for just like any other chord then. You can have an A minor 7th instead of an A flat, or A minor flat 5.
Let's say the fake book says A minor 7.
Mm-hmm.
You can make it A dominant 7 if you're in the mood. A minor 7 flat 5. A minor 6 in rare cases. Boy, there's just a lot of stuff that can happen. Minor 7s with sharp 5s as well. It just depends on having the sound in your mind. If this is a key of G, I don't know if I'm close. I'm probably a half step away. Oh, I'm on it today. Good. And you hear bum, 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 bum. That's the sound of an A minor 7 flat 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be stored away, is what I'm saying, real quickly. You have to have that sound in your ear, just like and the dominant. That's your, I mean, ideally you want the sound to be in your head, so it doesn't matter what the book says. That's a nice beginning place, but you say, what sound do I want? That's where all the rules just disintegrate a little bit, because you don't need them. You just say, well, it's nice to know that it's an A chord if I choose an A, but what kind of A? The book is just to start. I mean, the sheet music or the fake book.
So there's not really a rule about it.
There is. The rule is work hard and study really a lot and sing chords and compare them. Do many, many experiments where you sit and you compare. You know, imagine yourself coming up 3 frets and playing the same. See if your ear is surprised. Come up 3 more frets, you know. Just get used to the sound of chords all over the neck. We should be able to predict the sound if we've heard it enough times. If you put this bass note, we should kind of know eventually roughly what that sounds like, what this sounds like, what the minor 7 flat 5, all those basic kind of shapes on guitar. You may have this already, Dennis, so I don't mean to be presumptuous.
No, it's...
But that's a goal for us to hear in our head. It's a trade. I admit, what we lose is the innocence of surprise. It's a shame, but we make it up in other ways, surprising ourselves by taking risks. You saw me go out on a limb many times, get stuck, almost lose it a few times, definitely lose it a few times earlier today. That's a surprise there, but you'll lose the surprise thing where it's worth it though, gosh, man, it's worth it. So yeah, you just work and get the sounds in your head, and you use the changes as a guideline, and change the qualities. If we had to summarize this whole thing, if I had only had 10 seconds to answer it, I would have said, always be willing to entertain the notion of change of quality. And if the sounds are in your head, you'll pull the one out you want.